Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to online maths class. So in the last class we have completed the exercise 1.2, and in today's class we are going to continue with the next concept, that is subsets. So before going for the actual definition of the subset, let us consider an example. Through that example we'll understand the meaning of the subset, and after that we'll list out some of the important points regarding the subset. So let us consider an example. A doctor has advised a patient to eat 3 fruits every day. 3 fruits every day. They are apple, and then mango, and then orange. It is the orange. So now if the person eats only one fruit at the same time, so any one, so before this, if you write this inside the curly brackets, we get the complete set or the entire set. AMO. So now any one means what are the possibilities? So he can eat the apple, or he can eat mango, or he can eat the orange. So this is the possibility of eating one fruit at the same time. Now what about any two? We'll go for any two. So what are the possibilities? He can eat apple, mango, and then he can eat apple, orange, or he can eat mango, orange. Any two. What about any three? That means all the fruits together. So any three will be, or all three will be, all three. So we get apple, mango, orange, all three, and then none of the fruits. That means if the fruits are rotten, so he will not eat any of the fruits. None means it is the empty set. So this will be the empty set, whereas this is a complete set. Complete set or the entire set. So what we have done here, doctor has advised a patient. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಒಂದು ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಪಲ್, ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಮತ್ತು ಆರೆಂಜ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಪೇಷಂಟ ಒಂದು ಸಲಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದೇ ಹಣ್ಣು ತಿಂದಂದ್ರೆ ಇವು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ 2 ಹಣ್ಣು ತಿನ್ನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ್ಯಪಲ್, ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ, ಆ್ಯಪಲ್ ಆರೆಂಜ್, ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಆರೆಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ 3 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಪಲ್, ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ, ಆರೆಂಜ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳು ಕೊಳೆತದ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ಯಾವುದೇ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ ರೀ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಎಂಪ್ಟಿ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ಸೆಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ಸೆಟ್ ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ part of the main set. All these are the part of main sets. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವು ಉಪಭಾಗಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಉಪಭಾಗಗಳು ಇದು ಭಾಗ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಇದರದ್ದು ಉಪಭಾಗಗಳಿವೆಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಟ್. ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್, ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಅದರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ we say subset. So here comes the terminology subset. That means if we take any one of this set a comma 0, let us take this. So this set is a part of the AMO. If you write in words, a comma o is a set. A comma o is a set. Is a part of what is that? A comma m comma o. A comma m comma o. So here part of is nothing but subset, or you can write in other words, a comma o is a subset of a m o. Then let us give the definition of the subset. With the help of this, I will give the definition of the subset. So here so subset ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸೆಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ಸೆಟ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸೆಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಿರ್ಬೇಕು ರೀ ಮೇನ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಮೇನ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅ ಸೆಟ್ ಎ is said to be a set A is said to be a set A is said to be a subset of B if every element of A is also an element of B is every element of A is also an element of B. Then now we'll give the point for the symbol of the subset. How do you represent the subset symbolically? So that is our next point. A subset is denoted by the symbol a subset is denoted by this symbol. So this is how you need to represent the subset. So this is all about the definition. Let us give an example now. A which is equals to 1 comma 2, A which is equals to 1 comma 2, any random example, and B which is equals to, I'll consider another set now, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So in this case we say that A is a subset of B. ಅಂದ್ರೆ B ಯ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ ಇದೆ A is a part of B. ಇದರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ 1 comma 2 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ A is a subset of B. So here A is, this implies A is a subset of B. This is how you need to represent symbolically. So this is all about the definition of the subset and the symbol of the subset, and we have given the example. Now with the help of this scenario, we'll list out some of the important properties. So here if I consider this as the capital A, the set. So now see here, again you have AMO, the same set is written here. This is our main set, this is the subset. So what do you understand from this? Every set is a subset of itself. So ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸೆಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಅದೇ ಸೆಟ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಸಬ್ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಉಪಗಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್. The heading is important points. First one, every set A is a subset of itself. So this is the now first point. Well, the first point it is every set A is a subset of itself, and the next point it is observe here empty set. So for every set you will have empty set as the subset. So that is our second point. Pi is a subset of every set. Pi is a subset of every set. Now the next point, if A is a subset of B, if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of B and B is a subset of A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, then A which is equals to B. In that case we say that A is equals to B. So let us consider this example. I'll take this as A and the set as B. So A equal to, what do we have? A, M, O, and the other set B which is equals to again A, M, O. So here A is a subset of B and then B is a subset of A. So now observe the elements now. A, M, O, it is A, M, O. That means A is equals to B. So here we have A and B are equal sets. So this is the third point. I will move on to the fourth point now. We'll go for the fourth one. If A equal to A, E, I, O, U, this is the set A, set of vowels, and B which is equals to A, B, C, D. So A equal to A, E, I, O, U and B equal to A, B, C, D. So in this case we say that A is not a subset of B and B is not a subset of A. So here we can write A is, this implies A is not a subset of B. A is not a subset of B and B is not a subset of A. B is not a subset of A. Note down this, and then after this we will go for the next point. Well, the next one it is, I'll take two sets now, A and B. Let A and B be two sets. Let A and B be two sets. Let A and B be two sets. If A is a subset of B, so if A is a subset of B and A not equal to B, so if A is a subset of B and A not equal to B, then A is a proper subset of B then A is a proper subset of B and B is the superset of A, and B is the superset of A. And B is the superset of A. Let us consider an example for this. So here I'll take A as 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and then the set B as 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is the set B. So now read this statement once again. A and B be two sets. If A is a subset of B, so here A is a subset of B, that means A is a part of B, then A not equal to B, these two sets are obviously not equal. Then A is a proper subset of B. So here A is a proper subset of B, and this B is a superset of A. Superset means the main set. It is the superset of A. So here A is a proper subset of B. Proper subset of B. Proper subset of B. And B is a superset of A. B is the superset of A. So this is how you need to represent the proper sets and the superset. So I'll take one more example now. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, and B 1 2 3 4. So now tell me whether A is a proper subset of B or not. So here all the elements of A are present in the set B. In this case we say that A is not a proper subset of B. A is a subset of B but not a proper subset. A proper subset means n of A must be less than n of B. The number of elements in the set A must be less than the number of elements in the set B. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ರಿ, ಬಿದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಅಥವಾ 2 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ 1 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಸಬ್ಸೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಏನದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅದಾವ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಲ್ರಿ ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಸಬ್ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ರೀ, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಸಬ್ಸೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಎನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಈಸ್ 3. ಕಾರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಸೆಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅ ಕಾರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಎನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 3 and here n of b equal to 4. n of b equal to 4. So in this case n of a is less than n of b. ಈ ಥರ ಬರಿಬೋದು ನಾವು. n of a less than n of b. n of a is less than n of b. Only in that case we say that a is a proper subset of B. So that point we will have to write. So here the next point it is, if A is a proper subset of B, if A is a proper subset of B, then n of A less than n of B. n of A less than n of B. So this is all about the definition of the subset and some of the important points. And then there is one more concept in this, that is singleton set. Let us give the definition for the singleton set. So observe these sets now. So in this set you have only one element. Again here you have only one element. Again here you have only one element. So the next one, it is singleton set. singleton set. If a set has only one element, then it is called a singleton set. A singleton set. So now we'll give the example for this. A which is equals to M. So this set has only one element, that is why it is a singleton set. And then another example could be, so again the set B has only one element. So like this you can have many examples. So this is all about the today's class.